it's the Mad Queen. Welcome to the Queen's Lair. And it's finally here. I'm super excited to make this. This is actually going to be a pretty positive video, believe it or not. Especially after a lot of my more recent ones. I was holding a lot of hope out for this event because, in a way, this was kind of Ace's way to to really either make it or break it. So if they didn't do a good job with this event, there was really probably not going to be much hope for the future of Ace. And of course, if they did decide to go ahead and do a really good event and put something really good together, it was going to help the game and bring in more players overall. I'm really excited to share that. I am super excited about this event, and it is really good. If you were playing the game whenever Garel came out, the event is kind of like that as far as the rewards go. So, and I'm going to go into all of the places and go over the event, and this is just really going to be an overview of it just in general. I will be releasing quite a few guides as well on how to progress and what you should be doing to get different rewards and things like that within the event. But Impending Crisis, there are 4 different places in here. There's also a magic pass specifically for the event. So there's this magic pass where it normally is, and it's going to be over in like 4 hours whenever the servers reset, and we're going to get Bachelard, I believe. But in the Impending Crisis, they have their own magic pass that's totally separate, so you have the option of buying 2 legendary heroes this month, which is super exciting. And this is Aaron, one of the new heroes that you can get a free copy of from doing the event as well. So it's nice if you do have $10. Obviously, I'm not saying everybody does, but if you do have $10, you're going to be able to pick up quite a few copies of Aaron throughout this event, which is amazing. And they have never given us this opportunity to get multiple copies of one hero like this before. I mean, ever, without spending a lot of money, and you don't have to do that here. So, in the Impending Crisis, it's actually quite a bit like, well, it's set up like the dragon on the Christmas event, except it's different, of course. So there are 3 different levels. There's Common, Hard, and Mythic. You have to fight through each of them, basically, and try to get a high score. As far as what the boss does is a little bit different. It's neat. It's got 2 arms. It's got a left and a right arm. I'm not going to go into a ton of detail about what the boss does because that's not what the point of this video is, but it's got a left and a right arm. Basically, you can choose to kill one or the other, and you'll have different effects afterwards, depending on which one you kill. But you can do challenges, and what's really nice is you can do 5 heroes. You can have 5 people on your squad. I so wish this was everywhere in the game, but I really love that this is here. Unfortunately, it is only temporary for now, but that's okay. And during this event, everybody gets to use and have a free copy of Aaron. Where's it at? So whenever you come in here on day 1, which would have been, I guess, technically early this morning or last night, whenever it reset, you get a copy of Aaron to use for 13 days throughout the entire event. If you don't unlock all of the points to get him or to keep him, because he is only temporary, you have to log in every day and complete all of the quests to be able to actually unlock him permanently and keep him. So if you don't reach that at the end, there's going to be a reset, and you're going to be able to get all the resources you put into your Aaron back, because you do have to use your own jelly and pumpkins and everything like that to level him up. You get a copy just like this, and you have to level him up. So if you're worried about losing your resources, you will get them back at the end of the end of the event if you don't complete it overall. The rewards are pretty nice. They're not super crazy or anything like that, but they are pretty good rewards. And you can also go into the unknown intruder. This is the part that I was talking about that's very much like the irrelevant. I can't talk today or any day really, but this is what I'm talking about. Basically, obviously you're not going to get much at the beginning. Every day it's going to let you clear through so many stages of this. And then after 6 days, it's going to spawn in extra things that you can farm for, like it shows here on this picture. There's going to be a stage where you can farm millions of jelly. There's going to be a stage where you can farm millions of gold. There's going to be a stage where you can farm thousands of upgrading gear charms, thousands of different, what do you call them? Ability crystals and stones. The last time, whenever they had the event like this, which was the Gorilla event, I farmed over 35 million jelly, 20 million gold. I had over 5,000 of these upgrading gear charms, and I had thousands and thousands and thousands of crystals of all sorts for upgrading the abilities of heroes. I literally only just got to the point where I started to run out of those crystals only like maybe a month ago or so because I had so many. This is an event you do not want to sleep on. And as you know, Ace does not come out with events like this very often. I think Garel came out was, gosh, I can't even remember it. It's been a long time. It was probably 9 months ago, 8 or 9 months ago. So we may not see another event like this for that amount of time, which I hope they don't do that. This event is amazing, and I wish they would come out with it like every 4 months or something like that. If you are thinking about spending any money during this event for summons, because there is a banner going on right now for Mikasa, your best bet, honestly, if you're weighing what you should, if you have some money that you've set aside for the game, because a lot of people do that, I do that myself, and you're trying to figure out what's my best play here, energy is. I was really pumped because I was like, oh man, I'm going to get so many of these. And if you don't know, Mikasa is only going to be able to, you're only going to be able to obtain these heroes from this event specifically. You will not be able to get them outside of the event again. They are exclusive to this. And that's going to include all 3 of the legendary heroes they've come out with. If you haven't noticed, in the index, they have added a whole new section here, Travelers from Afar. All 3 of these legendaries are exclusive to this event. If you don't get them here now during this event, you will not get them. Luckily, I had been saving up some shards, so before we got to the event, I had over 300 already. So I spent 150 to get Mikasa. I got 2 copies of her. I will be uploading a video of that. And then in a couple of days, they're going to be switching out Mikasa for Leo. I believe his name is Leo. Wait, let me take a look. Levi, sorry. They're going to be switching out for Levi. And if you're wondering, are these heroes good? Every single one of these heroes are really, really good. They've never just went out and released 3 legendary heroes like this all at once that are all really, really good. Every single one of them are amazing. And of course, they are really going to be synergized a lot towards helping you progress in the banker, so the guild boss. They're going to help you progress in the event by doing the attack on the Titan. And also, they're going to be pretty helpful in some boss teams and some boss compositions as well. But moving on, because I don't want this to be like, a 12-hour video. You can go into full mobilization. This is where everybody that's playing the game works together to earn points. So on this, we donate all of our points. I've already donated all mine. We can decrease how much damage or how much attack that the Titan does. This one is how much defense it has, so we can deal more damage to it. All of these are different. This is going to be the most important one we all want to work on together to try to max out first. Then we want to work on the Invincible Army as the second option. Next is, let me look. Yeah, and then after we go through and do the enemy insight and the Invincible Army, the Iron Defense is going to be a really good one as well, because it's going to keep our wall and the cannons alive longer. If you have already done the fight, then you kind of know what I'm talking about. That is not all. When you go into the Unknown Intruder, there's factions. So this is very much like what you saw in, nope, not here, in Full Mobilization, whereas this is going to be collective from everyone to benefit everyone. But in the Unknown Intruder under Fortification, these are extra buffs that you can get that are going to buff you and not everybody else, to help you progress throughout this event as well. So as we read through these, I'm not going to do all of them. This is just a quick overview of the event in general. I will be making videos over a lot of these places individually to make guides for you guys as we go. But like this, it's going to reduce all enemies' defense by 50% for the current turn. Basically, you're unlocking a skill, so a building skill. And then there's Fortifications, Piercing Strike. All team members' focus and resistance are increased by 5%. You're going to get these different resources up here by farming in this. And you're going to be able to come in here and unlock basically different buffs or debuffs that are going to help you overall. I think I covered everything for the most part. I was trying to do it as quickly as possible. There's a lot to talk about. So the main things I want to leave with you to think about and consider: if you don't have a lot of money and you're wanting to know, am I going to get more benefit out of energy or the heroes? I know these heroes are exclusive and they are good, but you're going to be able to get an unimaginable amount of resources for the game that will last you for months. I'm telling you, if you farm it consistently every day during the event, it is an insane amount. And if you spend your money on energy, if that's the route you're going to go, you're going to benefit way more from that overall. Of course, summoning for the heroes is definitely worth it as well. I don't say that all the time about a lot of heroes, actually. So, because I don't really like to push for people spending to summon. I played Raid Shadow Legends, and a lot of the content creators there did that. It made me waste a ton of money, so I hate doing that to other people, which is why I'm telling you, it is worth it if you want to spend the money to get them. But if you are stuck between a position where you don't have a lot of money, go for the energy and get all of these resources. I'm telling you, it's completely insane. And make sure that you are going through and just doing everything every day. You're going to get points for the event under defending the Talon, or doing normal things like farming for gear, farming jelly and adventure stages, or whatever the case may be. I'm really excited to go throughout this event with you guys and see what we can come up with. I am really pumped. I Cannot wait for the 7 days to be up because that's when the crunch time is. You can't get all of those resources right now. It is going to be a week before they do that, which is kind of nice on the pocket, I guess, if you're trying to go for the heroes and all of those resources. But let me know what you guys think. Are you guys super excited? I hope you are, because this is the best event ever that Awaken Chaos Era has put on for us. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next video.